I Shalom, brothers, man. We're back for part two. We're just gonna go right into it, man.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 15, and I'm starting at the top. But it came to pass within a while after in but it came to pass within a while after in the time of wheat harvest that Samson visited his wife with a kid, and he said, I will go into my wife into the chamber, but her father would not suffer him to go in. And her father said, I verily, though through bucket, I verily through that thou hast utterly hated her. Therefore I give her to thy companion. Is not her younger sister Barter fairer than she? Take she, I pray thee, instead of her.
That's right, man. If you to read about Samson, man, I believe you start at the 14th chapter. When you read the 14th chapter, you learn that Samson took a wife of the Philistines, right?
Mm.
And he had challenged the Philistines to figure out the riddle he gave them. Because what's sad, the thing that Samson was doing, man, he slayed the lion, all right. And when he came back to the lion, he found honey and I believe he found honey in the lion, and he fed it to his parents, but he didn't tell them that he killed the lion. So he made a parable out of that, right? And he told the Philistines about this parable, and he told them like, look, if you break this down, I'll give you this and that, I'll give you that and this. And they was like, all right, bet. So they went and got his wife because the woman is the weaker vessel, right? And his wife went to Samson to do what? Break him down so he could tell her the parable, so she could tell them, because they were all Philistines, right? They're all heathens. They're all against him. And ultimately, what she did, she told the parable, so Samson left. So then, when Samson came back, the father gave his wife to another man because he thought that Samson hated her for telling the parable. You know.
Come on. Or you can continue reading or start at verse 14.
Read verse. What is that? Verse 2.
Come on. I'm at verse 3 right now.
All right, read 3.
And Samson said concerning them, now shall I be more blessed than the Philistines.
Blameless.
Blameless, Lakia, blameless than the Philistines, though I do them a displeasure. And Samson went and caught 300 foxes.
So this man, he went and caught 300 foxes. Now foxes are vicious creatures. Ain't no average man just about to go touch no fox. He caught 300 foxes, man.
Damn. And took firebirds and turned tail to tail and put a fireband. It's like I said, firebird. Slakia. Verse 4 again. And Samson went and caught 300 foxes and took fireband and turned tail to tail and put a fireband in the midst between two tails.
Hey, that reminds me of that Pokemon, Nine Tails. I don't know if
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, man. Because that's what he did. He tied the fire to the fox.
Hey, and also that just shows that Esau gets his ideas from the scriptures.
He gets everything from the scriptures, man. Everything.
Yeah. And when he had set the bands on fire, he let them go into the standing corn and the Philistines and burnt up both the shocks and also the standing corn with the vineyard and olives. Then the Philistines said, "Who have done this?" And they answered, "Samson, the son-in-law of the Timnite."
So what Samson did, man, he burnt up. He used the foxes and tied fire to their tails to burn up all of their livestock. not their livestock, but all of their crops and stuff. You know.
Because he had taken his wife and given her to his companion, and the Philistines came up and burnt her and her father with fire. And Samson,
so you know why? Because that could have caused what, a famine, right? He used the foxes to burn up all their crops. So how was they going to eat? You know. And the man who Samson, you know, he married the man who Samson got his daughter from her father. The Philistines had the daughter and the father burnt because, you know, he gave the man wife away. That was not right. So it was alive. So they burned their ass.
And her father with fire. And Samson said unto them, "Though ye have done this, yet will I be avenged of you. And after that I will chase." And he smote them hip and died with a greater slaughter. And he went down and dwelt in the top of the rock Etam.
Right. So Samson got so mad, he started killing the motherfuckers, man. He was putting them to flight. He started laying shit down, man. Get down and lay down, you know.
Then the Philistines went up and pitched in Judah and spread themselves in Lehi. And the men of Judah said, "Why are ye come up against us?" And they answered, to bind Samson. And they answered, to bind Samson. Are we come up to do to him as he have done to us? Then 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam and said to Samson, "Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done to us?" And he said unto them, "As they did unto me, so have I done unto them."
See, that's right, man. So what that tell you, man? Do unto them as they had double unto them, man.
Yeah.
So get our payback on these other nations, just like they did us. We're gonna do to them double, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because what the scripture says is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you.
Yeah.
So payback and vengeance is righteous in the eyes of the Most High, man.
That's right. And they said unto him, "We are come down to bind thee, that we may deliver thee into the hands of the Philistines." And Samson said unto them, "Swear unto me that ye will not fall upon me yourselves." And they spake unto him, saying, "No, but we will bind thee fast and deliver thee into the hand, but surely we will not kill thee." And they bound him up, they bound him with 2 new cords and brought him up from the rocks. And when he came to Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him, and the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire, and his bands loosed from off his hands.
That's right. So that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because what they're gonna do to brothers, man, they're gonna try to handcuff you,
Yeah,
tie you up, lock you down. Well, guess what's gonna happen? The spirit of the heavenly Father is gonna come upon us. And he's gonna break that shit like the Incredible Hulk.
yeah.
There's nothing you can do if the Most High is with us. There's nothing you can do against us, man. All right?
That's right. And he found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand and took it and slew 1,000 men therewith.
How many he slew?
1,000 men.
And what the scripture says, one man of you shall change 1,000, man.
That's right.
Most High is not playing, man.
Yeah.
He slew them with a jawbone of a donkey. That's what the ass is, man. So he found the jawbone of a donkey, and he started killing motherfuckers with it. So he got creative. So imagine the time we're in now. You might pick up an Impala, start smashing troops, or take a stop sign out of the ground, or a light pole, or a stoplight. You're gonna get creative, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Or a bus stop bench.
Hey, a stop sign, like whatever, like a bus stop bench. Yeah, a street pole. Hey, and as heaps upon heaps will, with the jaw of an ass, have I slain 1,000 men. And it came to pass, when he had made an ending of speaking, that he cast away the jawbone of his hand, and called that place Ramath.
Hey, that's the point.
The point, all right.
You got any precepts?
Nah, yeah, that was it.
All right. We want to get Jeremiah 51.
Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah chapter 51. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. And what verse?
Start at verse 19.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord, the Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai of hosts, is his name.
That's right, man. So all you other nations, you heathens, you get everything from the Israelites, man. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, because through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, we're the formers of all things, man.
That's right.
You know?
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
But hold up, wasn't Samson doing that with the jawbone of an ass?
Yeah.
Wasn't King David doing that?
Yeah.
All right. So our people were getting down, man. We come from warriors, valiant, mighty men of valiant men. Yeah. All right.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horn of his ruler, the horn of the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariots and his rider.
Right, so that means when the elect men get raised up, they're gonna be fucking knocking down helicopters, MRAPs, all type of shit is gonna get fucking destroyed out here through spiritual power, man. This is real. Yeah. Right? This is really gonna happen, man. It's gonna be Samsons out here time 1,000. King David's, Benaniah's, Joab's. The tabernacle of David is being rebuilt up, man.
Yeah. Hey, just like the movie Hancock. You know how he just stepped in front of the the train.
Right, right.
Man,
Beautiful.
it's gonna be beautiful. Huh? With thee also will I break in pieces men and women, and
Right. The Most High, he don't give a damn. He
yeah,
don't give a damn if you're a fine ass woman and you think you're better than everybody. All right, you're gonna get fucked up in that day.
yeah,
All right, you might get found hanging from a light pole or some shit.
yeah. Men and women, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
So it don't matter if you're a newborn baby or old ass Edomite with a cane.
Yep. And with and the Lord, the scripture said that the Lord is not a respecter of persons. He don't care who you is. And with thee will I break in pieces the young men and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Right? Who's the shepherd though? These false pastors, man.
Yep.
They're leading the people astray. They're gonna get fucked up by the men by the Most High's elect, the battle axe and weapons of war, and those congregations, those fucking zombies, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
So that goes into the elites, man. You know, the 1% they rule everything. They're those Zionists, those Jews, those damn gutter rats.
Yep.
With you to the spirit be held by Shem El Shai, by Hashem Kadosh, you don't get broken down by the men of the Most High. Don't give his men spiritual power to do damage. All right, upon man and woman, beast, child, old, young, false prophets, the congregation. All right, we're about to see some amazing events, man. I run Rajah, this be the year. All right, scripture also say this is the year of prophecy, man. You know.
Yeah. And I will render. Slocky.
Oh, that's the point out.
All right. Oh, hold on. Can I read the rest of verse 23? Just the end of it?
Go ahead. My bad. Salaki.
And his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Yeah, that was it. Salaki. Yep.
Got any precepts?
Nah, that was it, bro. But he's gonna do a lot of. It looks like the elect is gonna do a lot of breaking,
a lot of slaughtering,
a lot of breaking in pieces. Because you see throughout that whole passage, like it says breaking pieces, breaking pieces, breaking pieces. You know, like.
Hey, you want to give me Micah 4:13?
Yeah. And rightfully so too, man. Micah chapter 4, verse 13. Right now?
Go ahead.
This is Micah 4. This is Micah chapter 4, verse 13. Raise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt break in pieces many people. They're going to break in pieces again. Many people, and I will concentrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substances unto the Lord of the whole earth.
That's right, man. So it's gonna be like chopping up chicken, man. There's gonna be legs over there, arms over there, fingers over there. All right, eyeballs over there, skulls over there, neck swollen, blood gushing. All right, a lot of people gonna get fucked up out here because the Most High is gonna put his anger on his men, and they're gonna do righteous killing. All right, which is gonna be beautiful cleansing of wickedness on this planet.
That's
All
right.
right? The elect are going to get saved, the wicked are going to get punished, and the righteous are going to get delivered. And all you crackers, man, y'all going to die in America. All of you elites of you crackers, y'all going to be the first crops of slavery. And all you other nations, y'all going to go into captivity. All right?
Yep. Yep, that's right.
Was that it on that?
I might have one more.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 41.
Oh, it's the spirit.
Yeah. All right, this is Slakia. Let me see. Fine. Hold on. This is Isaiah chapter 41. Without I'm Slakia, bro. I'm just trying to find a good, because I'm a lot of good points. No, that.
Can you start at 10?
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna start at verse 8.
Oh, okay, my bad.
This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend, thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away.
That's beautiful. That's a call law. How about Shimei outside? Because what these people think? They think that Israel was cast away, man.
Right.
That goes right there. That's a cut.
Yeah.
He didn't do away with his people. That's what Paul was talking about, man. The Lord has not cast away his people, man.
Yeah. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, I will slack it. Behold, all they that were increased against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing. They shall be as nothing. And they that strife with thee shall perish.
That's right, man. So the times that's coming, we're about to be seeing some horrible shit. Hear some horrible sounds and things like that. But put your faith and your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he's going to protect us. How is he going to protect us? Some men going to get spiritual power. The guardian angels are going to protect us. Might be the archangels are going to stand up. The chairs are going to fight for us. If you have Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to fight for us, man.
That's right.
And everybody who comes against us, they're going to be confounded and put to shame. Because no matter what, they cannot stop the Heavenly Father program.
That's right. Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them, even them that contended with thee, they that are slackies, they that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. For I, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power, thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee.
Right. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to help us, man.
Yep.
He's going to help us. He's going to be with us. He's going to protect us. He's going to deliver us, man. Our run Rogers will be part of that number.
Yep.
We're going to see some great miracles.
That's right. Fear not, thou womb Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Though shalt, it's like it, thou shalt thresh the mountains.
What's that's going into? That's going into spiritual power. The Most High rising up His men to do damage unto these fucking heathens, man, unto these demons, unto these Satanists, man. Most High is going to turn us up. We're going to have spiritual power. We're going to fucking display shit, man. Scripture says, the fishes shall become hunters, man. I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. And the mountains represent the different rulership or the different, at least the power structures on this planet. They're going to get destroyed. They're going to become like nothing.
That's right. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and wind wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel.
That's right. So when we see this, man, we're going to fear the names of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. We're going to praise His name, and we're going to praise His name forever, man. We're going to rejoice in His name. Because when our enemies come against us, He's going to destroy them. He's going to be the one that fight for us. You know, we just have to have faith and pray. And pray that we keep doing the right thing. Upload these videos. All right. Exhort, rebuke, reprove with all long suffering, in season, out of season, and pray that the Heavenly Father keep us in this thing, man. Because we don't want to be a part of this destruction.
Yeah.
It's coming. You know.
That's right. Yeah, but that was it on that, brother.
Okay. I got precept.
Well, you got it.
This is the book of John, chapter 14. And verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And what was Yahweh doing? He was doing great miracles. He was healing the blind. He was making the lame walk again. He was casting demons out of people. He was making, he was healing leprosy. He did so many great things that if it was written in the book, the whole world couldn't hold it. So the scripture says the servant is not greater than his master. So man, imagine the things he's going to have his friends doing, because the elect are the friends of the Lord. So when the Most High gives his men spiritual power, they're going to do things you can't even imagine, man. They're going to be able to teleport. It's going to be like 144,000 Nat Turners that could go Super Saiyan, man. All right? They could go Super Saiyan God. Hey, there's going to be things beyond your wildest imagination that's going to confound these people, because they're going to come in with the best technology, the most weapons, all type of guns and shit, and they're going to be put to shame. All right?
Yeah. That's right.
You got anything, brother?
Yeah, I'm out.
You want to give me Revelation 11?
Yep.
And verse, we start at 3, read down to 4.
This is Revelation chapter 11. And start at the top and read down.
Start at 3.
Start at 3. All right. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. There are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the God of the earth,
Right. So this is speaking about the two kingdoms coming back together, man. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies.
Say what?
The fire proceedeth out of their mouths and devour their enemies.
One more time, Bible Kashaw.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devour their enemies.
Ah, man, it's a beautiful account in the scriptures where Elijah called for fire to come down and destroy the armies.
Yeah.
All right. So that's spiritual power, man. That's really going to happen.
That's right.
So Lockie, I don't know where it's at right now, you know, but that's a real account in the scriptures. I believe it's in First Kings, or you know, it's an account where Elijah called down for the fire to come and devour the enemy.
Oh yeah. That's First Kings chapter 16. It's the 16th chapter. Yeah, 16th chapter. 16th chapter.
Beautiful. Call all you about Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, me and Mark were just going through that the last time we made a video. We brought it out. I just don't know where it's at in here. Anchor. Somewhere in here, man. Make sure I find it.
Yeah, if you can't find it, can you Google it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. 2 Kings 1.
2 Kings 1. Okay.
Start at verse 9. Bible Kashaw.
This is 2 Kings chapter 1. Now, what verse?
Verse 9.
This is 2 Kings chapter 1, verse 9. Then the king that sent unto him a captain of 50 with his 50, and he went upon him, and behold, he sat on the top of an hill, and he spake unto him, thou man of Yahweh, the king have said, come down. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, if I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came fire down from heaven and consumed him. 50.
Right, that's the point right there.
Wow.
So that's spiritual power, right?
God.
So this man, this Elijah called down fire from heaven to consume his enemies, man, by through the spirit and power behind by Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah.
So imagine when the Most High turned his elect men and put the spirit on them. All right, they're gonna be doing crazy things you can't even imagine, man.
Yeah. Man, that's beautiful.
You got any precepts?
Yeah, I'm spent, bro. I am.
Hey, let's end it off Obadiah 1:18.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18. Oh, fuck it. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai have spoken it.
Hey man, with that, that's the point, man. You nations don't come against us, but through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the spiritual power is going to intensify, and the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to be magnified, man.
That's right.
You good now?
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.